The United Rugby Championship final delivered a memorable night in Dublin as Leinster produced one of their most complete performances of the season. In front of a passionate crowd at Croke Park, the Irish Giants successfully defended their title with an impressive 36-7 victory over the Bulls. Coming into the match, many expected a closely contested final. The Bulls had earned plenty of respect after their outstanding semi-final victory against Glasgow Warriors. Their confidence was high, and many supporters believed they could challenge Leinster all the way. However, from the opening whistle, it became clear that Leinster had different plans. The Irish province started the game with intensity, precision, and complete control. Every carry, every tackle, and every attacking move seemed perfectly executed. It was the kind of performance coaches dream about before a championship match. The first major moment arrived very early when Canan Moodie received a yellow card after attempting to stop a pass with an outstretched hand. The decision immediately put the Bulls under pressure and handed Leinster an important numerical advantage. The home side wasted no time taking advantage. Just 6 minutes into the final, loose possession from the Bulls created an opportunity. The ball was kicked forward into open space, and Tommy O'Brien reacted quickly. Racing onto the ball, he crossed the line for the opening try of the match. The crowd erupted as Leinster established an early lead. There was one concern for the defending champions, however. Team captain Caelan Doris was forced to leave the field because of a foot injury. It was an unfortunate moment for one of the team's most influential leaders. The sight of Doris leaving the pitch created concern among supporters and also attracted attention from Ireland head coach Andy Farrell, who will undoubtedly hope the injury is not serious. Despite losing their captain, Leinster remained completely focused. Their attack continued to create problems for the Bulls, and their confidence grew with every passing minute. The second try arrived after a brilliant attacking sequence. Hugo Keenan showed outstanding awareness as he broke through the defensive line and delivered a perfectly timed pass to Rico Ione. The finish was calm and clinical. When Ione crossed the line, Leinster had doubled their advantage and placed even more pressure on the visitors. At this stage, the defending champions looked comfortable, but they were also showing their commitment in defense. One of the standout moments came from young fly half Sam Prendergast. Chasing back at full speed, he prevented a dangerous opportunity for Stravino Jacobs and demonstrated the determination that defined Leinster's performance throughout the evening. The Bulls were struggling to build momentum. Discipline became another major problem for the South African side. Just as they were trying to regain control, veteran fullback Willie Leroux was shown a yellow card for a deliberate knock-on. Playing against 14 men for the second time, Leinster immediately punished the mistake. Their forwards took control near the try line, and Jack Conan powered over to score another crucial try. With the conversion added by Prendergast, the scoreboard reflected the growing gap between the two teams. By this point, Leinster were dominating every key area of the game. Their defense was organized. Their kicking game was accurate. Their attack was relentless. Most importantly, they were making very few mistakes. As halftime approached, the Bulls found themselves facing a massive challenge. They needed something special in the second half if they wanted to turn the final around. The mood inside the two dressing rooms could not have been more different. For Leinster, confidence was growing. For the Bulls, urgent solutions were needed. When the second half began, many expected the South African side to produce a strong response. A quick score could have changed the momentum and brought new energy into the contest. Instead, Leinster delivered another decisive blow. Only 6 minutes after the restart, Sam Prendergast capped off an excellent individual performance by scoring a try of his own. The score extended the lead even further and effectively placed one hand on the championship trophy. At 29-0, the final appeared to be slipping completely away from the visitors. The Bulls continued to fight and search desperately for a breakthrough. They thought they had finally found one when Harold Forster appeared to score. However, after review, the officials decided that no try would be awarded. The decision frustrated players and supporters alike. It was another moment that summed up a difficult evening for the South African side. Nothing seemed to go their way. Meanwhile, Leinster continued to control possession and territory. Their game management was exceptional. Whenever the Bulls attempted to build pressure, the defending champions found a way to escape danger and regain control. One positive moment finally arrived for the visitors when James Lowe received a yellow card after unsuccessfully attempting an interception. With the extra space available, the Bulls managed to create one of their best attacking opportunities of the night. This time, Keenan Moody finished the move and crossed the try line to put his team on the scoreboard. The score provided some reward for the effort shown by the visitors, but it was far too late to influence the outcome of the final. The championship had already been decided. Even after conceding their first points of the evening, Leinster remained calm and professional. There was no panic. There was no loss of concentration. The team continued to execute its game plan with remarkable efficiency. As the final minutes approached, Harry Byrne added another try to complete a dominant performance and ensure the scoreline accurately reflected the difference between the two sides. When the final whistle finally sounded, celebrations began immediately. Players embraced. Coaches smiled. Supporters celebrated another successful chapter in the proud history of Leinster rugby. This victory was about much more than simply winning a trophy. It was a statement. Throughout the season, Leinster had faced expectations, pressure, and challenges. In the biggest match of the year, they responded with one of their finest displays. Every player contributed. The forwards controlled the physical battle. The backs created opportunities. The defense remained disciplined and organized. The result was a complete team performance. For the Bulls, the defeat will undoubtedly be disappointing. After reaching the final and producing impressive rugby throughout the season, they arrived in Dublin hoping to lift the championship trophy. Instead, they encountered a Leinster side operating at an extraordinary level. Despite the loss, the journey to the final remains an achievement they can be proud of, and there will be valuable lessons to take into future campaigns. Looking ahead, both teams remain important forces in the United Rugby Championship. The Bulls have shown they possess talent, ambition, and resilience. Meanwhile, Leinster have once again demonstrated why they are considered one of the strongest rugby organizations in the professional game. Their combination of experience, young talent, tactical intelligence, and winning mentality continues to set the standard. In the end, the 2026 United Rugby Championship final belonged entirely to Leinster. From the opening minutes to the final whistle, they controlled the contest and delivered a performance worthy of champions. A 36-7 victory. Another trophy secured. Another unforgettable night for Leinster rugby. And a reminder to the rugby world that when this team performs at its best, very few opponents can live with them.